Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Hello everyone, welcome to ispeakyoruba2.com. This is your one-stop place for everything Yoruba language. Thank you for learning Yoruba language with I Speak Yoruba Too. Welcome everyone. My name is Eniela and you're listening to I Speak Yoruba Too. She Alafia Lewa. I hope you guys are doing okay. Right. In level 1 of the Yoruba Essential Knowledge, you started learning about numbers in Yoruba, onka. I explained that onka in Yoruba are in two forms. Onkaye, which are the cardinal numbers, and onkapo, which are the ordinal numbers. Now, in this lesson, we will look at the second one, which is onkapo. But how do they work and how do we use them in everyday scenarios? Also, we will look at one of the things that Yoruba people find very rude when they are asked, especially Yoruba women, and that is age. We will learn how to tell age in Yoruba. The literal translation of onkapo is the counter of position. When the word onkapo is broken down, we have the words onka, which literally means counter, and ipo, which means position. Hence, counter of position, onkapo. Onkapo is not as difficult as onkaye, that is the ordinal numbers, are not as difficult as the cardinal numbers. In fact, if you know and understand the cardinal numbers very well in Yoruba, then the ordinal numbers will be very easy for you to follow. Let's see how the ordinal numbers work in Yoruba. To make an ordinal number in Yoruba, you need to remove the first alphabet of a cardinal number and add the alphabet E and Ki. I am probably not making any sense to you, but don't worry, it will become a lot clearer, okay? When you take off the first alphabet of a cardinal number and replace it with the alphabet E and Ki, it becomes an ordinal number. Let's see some example. Number 2 in Yoruba is Meji. Meji. Meji is onkaye. Now let's make it into onkapo. How to spell Meji is Me-E-G-E. Please note that I am spelling this word using Yoruba alphabet. If you don't already know or understand Yoruba alphabet, please check out lessons 1 to 3 on my YouTube channel, I Speak Yoruba Too. The link to the channel is in the show notes. Alright, so again, number 2 in Yoruba is Me-E-G-E. To make this into a cardinal number, we need to remove the first alphabet, which is Mi, and replace it with E and Ki. So it becomes E-Ki-E-G-E, and it's pronounced Ikeji. 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 Ikeji means second. You can as well say Ekeji. It is sometimes spelled E-Ki-E-G-E, which sounds Ekeji. But the common word you would hear in daily conversation is Ikeji. Fumini keji, E-Ki-E-G-E. Can you see how easy it is? It may not seem easy to you now, but with constant practice and usage, it will become a lot more easy over time. Alright? Now, the rule applies to all of the numbers except number 1. Number 1 in Yoruba language seems to have his own mind, like, I want to do my own thing. Okay, so if I want to say the first one in Yoruba, it will be Ikini. I-Ki-Ni. This is a complete new word entirely. So you will just have to like memorize it. Unlike the other numbers where you can just remove the first alphabet of ordinal number, this one you just have to like memorize it. I, ki, ni, ìkíní, first. Ìkejì, ìkejì, second. Ìkẹta, ìkẹta, third. Ìkẹrin, ìkẹrin, fourth. Ìkarùn, ìkarùn, fifth. Ìkẹfà, ìkẹfà, sixth. Ìkeje, ìkeje, seventh. Ìkẹjọ, ìkẹjọ, eighth. Ìkẹsàn, ìkẹsàn, ninth. Ìkẹwàá, ìkẹwàá, tenth. This is the simple logic of how it continues to infinity. So you can have ìkẹrìndínlọ́gbọ̀n, ìkẹrìndínlọ́gbọ̀n, 26th. Ìkẹtàdínláàádọ́rin, 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 67th. Ìkejìlélọ́gọ́fà, ìkejìlélọ́gọ́fà, 122nd. So this is how it carries on. All you just need to do is understand the cardinal numbers and the ordinal numbers. It will be a lot easier for you. When ordinal numbers are used in sentences with nouns and the word ni, they become slightly different to when they are in their isolate states. I'll give you an example so you can see what I mean. If I want to say, give me the second one, I would say, ẹ fún mi ní kejì. Ẹ fún mi ní kejì. Did you hear the subtle difference? Listen again. Ẹ fún mi ní kejì. The letter E at the beginning of ìkejì is dropped and you just have kejì. Kejì. This is done for the ease of pronunciation because if I said ẹ fún mi ní ìkejì, it's kind of strenuous, is it? So this, though, applies to all of the ordinal numbers, including number 1. But remember that this happens only when the word ni or a noun precedes the number. Let's see some more examples. Ẹ fún mi ní méjì ìkejì yẹn àti ẹyọ̀kan ìkẹta. Ẹ fún mi ní méjì ìkejì yẹn àti ẹyọ̀kan ìkẹta. Ẹ fún mi ní méjì ìkejì yẹn àti ẹyọ̀kan ìkẹta. This means give me 2 of the second one and 1 of the third. Did you understand this? I hope you do. Another thing to take note of is try not to mistake the ordinal and the cardinal number for each other because they will give you a completely different meaning to your sentence. For example, look at these 2 sentences. Mo jẹ iṣu méjì and mo jẹ iṣu kejì. They have different meanings. I don't know if you noticed them. Mo jẹ iṣu méjì is I ate 2 yams, while mo jẹ iṣu kejì means I ate the second yam. Can you see the 2 examples? You can easily confuse yourself. So it's important that you understand the difference so you don't mistake them and confuse both the person you're talking to and confusing yourself. Mo jẹ iṣu méjì. I ate 2 yams. Mo jẹ iṣu kejì. I ate the second yam. Now let's look at 2 more examples. Ìkẹta yẹn ni kó ra o, ìyẹn dáa. Ìkẹta yẹn ni kó ra o, ìyẹn dáa. Ìkẹta yẹn ni kó ra o, ìyẹn dáa. You should buy the third one. That one is good. Mú kẹrin wá. Mú kẹrin wá. Mú kẹrin wá. Bring the 4th one. I hope you understand the explanation of the use of these numbers and how to use them. Now let's talk about how to tell age in Yoruba. Asking or telling one's age in Yoruba culture is not common. In fact, it's almost come across as rude when you ask a Yoruba person their age. You know, like you do in the Western world. You just having a conversation with someone and they're like, oh, so how old are you then? How old is your mom? Oh, you look so young. How old is your dad? Yeah, do not try that with a Yoruba person. And that is a capital do not. All right? But either way, let's get into it. Age in Yoruba is Ojo Ori. Ojo Ori. Literal meaning of Ojo Ori is Ed Day because Ojo is day and Ori is Ed. Ori is sometimes used to refer to a person in Yoruba. So when a person asks, what's your age in Yoruba, it is Kini Ojo Ori e? Kini Ojo Ori e? What's your age? Which actually is more like how many Ojo, which is day, as your Ori, which is Ed, been existing for. Odd, right? Yeah, but that is what it means. Like, how many days has your head been existing for? There are two ways to ask someone their age in Yoruba, and the first one is the one we just look at, Kini Ojo Ori e. It's not really common. You would not really hear Kini Ojo Ori e in everyday conversation. You would see that more in like textbooks or in official places. Kini Ojo Ori e, it's not very common. But this second one is so common. It's what you would hear everywhere. Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni ẹ́? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni ẹ́? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni ẹ́? How old are you? Notice that I am using the casual form of talking, and that's because rarely, like really rarely would you ever see a younger person ask an older Yoruba person their age. It is usually the other way around. But if you ever find yourself in a position where you're asking an older Yoruba person their age, which I highly doubt, you would need to use the word yi, kini ọjọ́ orí yín, or ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni? Ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni? How old are you? Now you know how to ask one's age, but how do you respond? Suppose you want to say, I am 4 years old. You will say, ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin ni mí. Ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin ni mí. Ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin ni mí. I am 4 years old. Or you want to say, I am 38 years old. You would say, ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógójì ni mí. Ọmọ ọdún méjìdínlógójì ni mí. I am 38 years old. The focus here is more on the phrase ọmọ ọdún. Ọmọ ọdún. Ọmọ means child and ọdún means year. So the idea is that you were born as a child in a year. So it's like, how many years has it been since you were a child? So, ọmọ ọdún mélòó ni? How old are you? I am 4 years old. Ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin ni mí. Ọmọ ọdún mẹ́rin ni mí. So it's like it's been 4 years since I was a child. It's odd, but yeah, that's how it works. And that is how you tell your age in Yoruba. You really need to know Onkaye, which is the cardinal number in Yoruba, because you cannot use Onkapo, which is the ordinal numbers, to tell your age. But all about the cardinal number, which is Onkaye, you can find it in level 1 lessons. Alright everyone, I hope you've enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you all so much for listening. You would find the PDF file for this lesson in the show notes, so feel free to download it so you can actually see how the words are written. And that's it from Eniola today. I'll see you all again soon. Ó dàbọ̀.